Greetings and welcome to Jefficho Films. Today we're going to be covering the upcoming movies of September. Well, let's get started. September 1st, Goon, The Last of the Enforcers. Starring Sean William Scott, and also returning is Liev Schreiber. Going behind the camera is Jay Baruchel. You get a lot of odd sports desk commentary with TJ Miller and James Duffy.
I don't have to fight you.
Yeah, you do. I'm not ready to go extinct.
I need to protect my team.
Highlanders need you.
The Highlanders are still here. The Highlanders are here. Highlanders! Highlanders! Highlanders!
This movie got pushed back a few times, but honestly, if you like the first Goon, you're gonna like this one. I already saw an advanced screening of it. It's pretty good. Later that day, Unlocked. Noomi Rapace and Orlando Bloom, Michael Douglas and John Malkovich.
What is going on in London that involves the CIA and a terror strike?
MI5 is committing every available asset to this.
Someone is hunting me.
I'm thinking I'm the only friend you got.
Noomi plays a CIA interrogator that's lured into this ruse that puts London at risk to a biological attack. Orlando Bloom really does seem like he's going to betray her, as they do have a past, but it's pretty obvious in the trailer that they are fighting at some point, so thanks for ruining it, guys. You probably should have held that back. And once again, Tulip Fever. I mentioned this movie last month when it was supposed to come out and got pushed back again. It was actually shot in 2014 and it still has yet to come out, so fingers crossed it's eventually going to get released, because there is a talented cast behind it. Alicia Vikander is actually the draw to this movie, as she was putting out a pretty good performance in Ex Machina in 2014, and she's going to be starring in the upcoming Tomb Raider movie, which is going to be a lot more realistic and gritty than the other ones, but they were still fun. Finally that day, The Vault. Starring James Franco and the beautiful Francesca Eastwood. This is the one I'm most looking forward to for that week.
I hate sirens.
Is there a problem?
We're not leaving without the money! Where's the money?
It's down below. That's where the real money is. In the old vault.
There's people down here. There's people down here.
What is he looking at?
We're not all home.
You think you're getting into this indie bank heist movie, and then they go down to the vault and there's some weird supernatural shit down there killing people. It's not the like. Coming out September 8th, It, the remake of the Stephen King classic, starring Bill Skarsgård, who I thought was pretty good in Atomic Blonde. He'll be playing Pennywise the Clown, originally performed by Tim Curry in the miniseries.
Bill, if you'll come with me, you'll float too.
I saw something.
The clown. Yeah, I saw him too. You'll float too.
What happens when another Georgie goes missing? Or one of us?
You'll float too.
Are you just gonna pretend it isn't happening like everyone else in this town? If we stick together, we'll win.
Set in the 80s, the town of Derry is under attack by a mysterious clown that eats children. This is my kind of movie. On top of that, this is looking like the best horror movie that's going to get made in a long time. It looks like it's got the creep factor down, it's got the clowns. Come on, what's not to love? Home Again. For all those Reese Witherspoon fans out there, well, here's another one. She has 3 young kids move in with her, she's a single mom, and I think she hooks up with one of them. One of those feel-good movies. Also that day, Salty. Now, the trailer doesn't look that great, and the premise I'm not so sure about, but I never underestimate anything Antonio Banderas does. It also has Olga Kurylenko, who I'm a big fan of.
I had to make the choice between starving and freedom.
When I was modeling, I had to skip meals all the time, too.
I'm getting my wife back.
I'll bring you the heads in a bag.
I don't want the head in a bag. Where would I put it?
The fridge.
That's what I have to deal with on a day-to-day basis.
So if somehow this movie does find its way into theaters, I will go check it out, because Antonio Banderas was pretty awesome in Security. Also had Liam McIntyre in there from Spartacus. It's a pretty good movie. The Limehouse Golem, starring Bill Nighy. I'm really looking forward to this one. We get that whole Sherlock feel in this. We return to London for another killer, and we got a detective that's tracking him down. Looks like a pretty solid movie.
Cliff Highway, he slaughtered a household. The previous week, a prostitute. And the golem's a madman. Even madness has its own logic.
The newspaper said it was your first murder case.
The yard is setting me up as a scapegoat. The public want blood. The golem provides it. He who observes spills no less blood than he who inflicts the blow. It's a message to us.
September 15th, Mother. Jennifer Lawrence, Javier Bardem, Ed Harris, Michelle Pfeiffer, Donald Gleason. I mean, the cast is already pretty impressive, and then you got the whole mysterious thing about it. I'm pretty sure he's Satan and he wants her to have his child, because that's what it looks like.
He has pictures of you in his luggage.
What were you doing in their luggage?
What do they want?
I've come here to see me.
Come quick!
I'm trying to do is bring life into this house. Open the door to new people, new ideas.
I'm so sorry.
Get out of my house!
American Assassin. Dylan O'Brien, Taylor Kitsch, Michael Keaton, and Scott Adkins. When Scott Adkins is in a movie, you know there's going to be a lot of action, because that's what that man does. I mean, Dylan O'Brien was in contention to be the next Spider-Man. He really broke out in the Maze Runner series, but where he first got his start was the Teen Wolf series, which he did a really good job in.
That day on the beach, it changed you. You want revenge. What'd you think? You're gonna jump from cell to cell taking out terrorists.
For starters, yeah.
He's testing through the roof. Speed, focus. He's off the charts.
I've seen off the charts before.
Not like this.
You think you're special? Never, ever let it get personal.
It can't be him.
It's him, Irene. It's Ghost. I trusted you. You should have come for me. Where's the rest of your team? Where's the new me? Oh!
I'm a big fan of this cast. The story looks great. Looks like it's going to have a lot of action, so can't wait for it to come out. Brad Status. Ben Stiller, Luke Wilson, Michael Sheen, and Jermaine Clement from Flight of the Conchords.
Making love for two, making love for 2 minutes. When it's with me, you only need 2 minutes, cause I'm so intense. 2 minutes in heaven is better than 1 minute in heaven.
Ben follows his son around as they're interviewing colleges, trying to figure out where he's gonna go. This looks like one of those self-discovery kind of movies. September 22nd, Kingsman: The Golden Circle. The cast in this is ridiculous. I hope it doesn't take away from the movie because there's so many people in it. So let's take a look. So you got Taron Egerton from the first one, Colin Firth, Mark Strong, Channing Tatum, Pedro Pascal, who, Oberyn from Game of Thrones, love that guy, Halle Berry, Jeff Bridges, and Julianne Moore. And that's not counting some of the other returning characters and, who else makes a cameo.
Kind of got a bit of a save the world situation here.
Welcome to Statesman.
As your American cousins, we'll be working side by side.
Let's get started.
We've got brains, skills, skipping rope.
It's a lasso.
Whatever.
The story's going to center around the Kingsman's enemies coming after them, and they'll have to hook up with the Statesmen, which is their American allies. It's directed by Matthew Vaughn, who did the first one, so I would expect a lot more of the same. And he doesn't come back for sequels unless he deems it worthy, which, first time he's done it. He directed X-Men First Class, the first Kick-Ass movie, and all the sequels after that were kind of lesser, so I'm looking forward to him returning. The Lego Ninjago movie. Jackie Chan, Dave Franco, and the talented Olivia Munn. Now, I haven't watched any of the Lego movies, but I hear there's a lot of good humor in them, and I do like ninjas, so, I might give this a chance, but I'm probably not going to see it in theater. Battle of the Sexes. Based on a true story starring Emma Stone and Steve Carell playing Billie Jean and Bobby Riggs. Set in 1973, two tennis icons hype up a match between a man versus woman.
Hello?
Eureka, Billie Jean!
It's Bobby Riggs. I had a great idea. Male chauvinist pig versus hairy leg feminist.
You're still a feminist, right?
I'm a tennis player who happens to be a woman.
Don't hang up.
And by the way, I shave my legs.
Now, don't get me wrong. I love women in the bedroom and in the kitchen.
What are you talking, Bobby? The more nonsense you spell, the worse it's gonna be when you lose.
This movie's getting released pretty late in the year, probably because they wanted it close to Oscar contention. I think we're gonna get some pretty good performances out of this, and if you're a lover of tennis, some tennis. And finally that day, friend request. Now, when you awkwardly get confronted by a goth girl and she makes a scene, so you decide that you're gonna unfriend her, which I don't recommend doing, you better make sure she's not a witch, because she's gonna start using those witches' curses on you and come after you and all your friends. And that's what this movie's about. Lesson for all of us.
I thought we were friends. Why did you accept my friendship?
It's possessing and haunting them.
We've all been dying for her!
What do you want from me?
I just want to be best friends.
September 26th, Jeepers Creepers 3, Cathedral. Now this movie actually takes place between 1 and 2. See, the Creeper had a van in the first one, but he didn't have a van in the second one, so we're gonna find out what happened to that van. For noteworthy actors in this, it does have Meg Foster, who's been in a plethora of movies, but by far the one I want to mention is Masters of the Universe, the He-Man with Dolph Lundgren. She played Evil Lynn, which was awesome.
Report, Evelyn. Speak.
We have sealed the gates to the city. I assure you, we will have him before the day is out.
I want him kneeling at my feet.
After all this time, Grayskull is ours.
Ow!
Now, I saw the first Jeepers Creepers movie starring Justin Long, and it was alright. The more you look behind the scenes at the director Victor Salva, who went to prison because of molestation of a 12-year-old child, and actually got out early because of good behavior, well, he's back directing this one too. It's his franchise. He's done a lot of odd films, and out of principle, I'm not going to give this movie any money. September 29th, American Made. Tom Cruise and Donald Gleason. Tom plays a pilot who's recruited by the CIA for drug smuggling. This movie looks a lot like Blow, could be decent. And finally that day, Flatliners. The remake starring Ellen Page, Nina Dobrev, Diego Luna, and Kiefer Sutherland. Yes, he's in the IMDb for the movie. So I'm guessing this is a half-assed sequel to the original Flatliners. So, now you got a reason to go back and watch the original Flatliners. Wasn't a terrible movie. I don't know about this one, but we'll see. So September looks pretty good for us, which is nice because of what August did to us. If I had to give a top 5, I'd go to Vault at number 5, Kingsman at number 4, The Limehouse Golem at number 3, American Assassin number 2, and It. As always, thanks for watching.